There has been a rumor floating around that Andy Serkis has been casted in the upcoming Disney Plus series Andor. The show is of course centered on the early life of Cassian Andor the Rebel spy that we were introduced to in Rogue One. Andy Serkis, while his face might not be quite familiar in the Star Wars universe, he is the man behind Supreme Leader Snoke of the First Order. So, the Andor show, which already has a pretty heavyweight cast by adding Serkis into the mix, just got a whole lot more exciting. According to Making Star Wars, Serkis has reportedly joined the cast, but the nature of his role is pretty mysterious. It is uncertain if he is there to play the role of Supreme Leader Snoke, or if he is there to play an entirely new character. As of now, there has been no official comment, but if the rumors are true, this will be a very interesting revelation, and it will be very intriguing to see what Serkis does in the show Andor. It is also not certain as to how important his role is in the show, but given that the actor has had an insanely busy schedule recently, it could be possible that Serkis is playing a minor role or a cameo of some sort. But it should be noted that the Andor series wrapped filming back in September, so whatever role Serkis might be playing in the show has most likely been filmed already. While we might not know much officially, we can still speculate on what his potential role could be. Given that the Andor show is set before A New Hope and potentially during the Clone War era, it is highly unlikely that Serkis will play Snoke, at least not in the form that we know him as. We do know that for Snoke's backstory, he was a Force-sensitive genetic strand-cast humanoid male that was created by Sidious, and while Snoke was an artificial genetic construct, he did possess an independent mind, albeit unaware that he was being controlled by the Emperor. But before Snoke took control of the First Order, there were many failed variations of him that the Empire created. So, as such, it is possible that Serkis ends up playing one of these failed variations. Not to mention, Snoke's genetic origin is a bit of a mystery. It is not certain that Snoke's genetic source stems from Palpatine himself. Not to mention, following Palpatine's near death at the hands of Vader, he attempted to inhibit Snoke's body, but unfortunately for the Sith Lord, Snoke's body was unable to contain the Emperor's massive dark side powers. So it might be possible that Andy Serkis plays a character that is the genetic origin or template for Snoke, and that throughout the show is somehow embroiled with the Empire's secret cloning projects. Snoke's return in the Andor show could help bridge some gaps between the original trilogy and the sequels. It could also add more depth and detail to the lore behind Snoke's origin beyond just being a puppet created by Palpatine. Should this be the case, investigating into the Empire's cloning projects and other dangerous weapons could very well fit into the whole spy thriller theme of the Andor series. While it would have to be the case that the rebels never find out about Palpatine's intention to clone himself a new body to live eternally for continuity issues, it would nonetheless be a very interesting prospect to consider. The idea of Cassian Andor leading a group of rebels to uncover the darkest secrets of the Empire just sounds like a very convincing spy plot, and an experience that could very well shed light on why Cassian was so pessimistic and cold when he meets Jyn Erso in Rogue One. It would also do better justice to Andy Serkis' role as Snoke, given that the actor himself has expressed his disappointment that the character was killed off so easily and quickly, and given how the sequel films didn't really give us a detailed backstory to the character and how he came to be, this just might be a golden opportunity to do so. But that might not necessarily be the case, keeping in mind that Andy Serkis is renowned for his acting ability, especially in the area of motion capture. He just might play an entirely new character, which is still pretty exciting if you ask me. Regardless of what the plot is, the Andor show is promising to be something that Star Wars fans have never seen before, and that is certainly worth the wait. So let me know what you think about the potential that Serkis is returning to the Star Wars franchise. As always, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. I am the Lost Acolyte,
and I have spoken.